Unmute or increase volume to hear. Mute. I want to mute, they're fine. No, apparently everybody's here. And then we want to try to do live on Facebook.
You're prepared and
All right, so we are now. We should be going live right now. Okay.
welcome everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome everyone to our graduating ceremony for Getting Ahead. Yeah. I can feel the energy in here. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it for Getting Ahead graduation. All right. Everybody that's been in this class has worked their tail off, right? On assessments and different things like that, personal assessments and then community assessments. You all really deserve this round of applause because you did not have to go through this. You did, it was completely voluntary, and you decided that you wanted to take that step to take these classes and figure out what you can do to better yourself in your situation. So kudos to you for doing that and completing it. All 17 sessions of Getting Ahead. What was that, like 40 hours of Getting Ahead? That's amazing. That is not to be taken lightly. So with that being said, like I said, welcome. You all are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Thank you, family and friends, for coming out to support your family and your friends while they're going through this accomplishment. That means a huge, huge deal. So I'm Sandy Dyson Reed. I'm the Economic Empowerment Manager at Common Heart. I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of what Common Heart is. I know we kind of talked about that before. Oh, before I go forward, I want to say hi to all our Facebook friends and Zoom friends, because we do have an audience here. Due to COVID, everybody couldn't be in one space, but thankfully we got innovative and we implemented the Zoom feature, and also we're casting it on Facebook on our Common Heart page as well. So hello everyone, thank you for joining. So about Common Heart, so 3 things that we kind of go by are it's getting by, getting ahead, and getting involved. Now a lot of people know about our pantries. We have several pantries, weekly pantries throughout Union County, and we also have monthly mobile pantries throughout Union County. And how this vision started, it was just a couple of neighbors who saw a need in a neighborhood. They saw that some people needed groceries. So what they did, they went and got the groceries and started to deliver it to their neighbors. That's the Common Heart. You know, that's who we are. That's what we stand by. And with that, more people just started to come on board. More people who wanted to make a change in the community. More people who saw that they could be a part of the change, of the small revolution of kindness. So we have those pantries. And then as far as getting ahead, this is what getting ahead is. This is the part of it. So we have our economic empowerment classes. We have different classes that we'll talk about a little later. But what we're doing in those, we're actually trying to walk side by side with you on your goals, the goals that you have, to help you transition into what you want to become. So whatever that next step is to transition into, we're helping you. I don't like using the word help. We're walking with you as you reach that goal. Help. I want to say help again. I'm not going to say help. We're walking side by side with you, giving our expertise when asked, and finding different resources in that space. And then the next step, which we'll also talk about a little later, is getting involved or getting engaged. So we also do that with different organizations that we're involved with and different classes that we have that are geared towards getting involved and getting engaged in the community. So with that being said, I just wanted to give you a little overview of that. And then now I know you're here for the graduation and the ceremony because you worked this hard and you really, really want to celebrate that, which you should. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to talk a whole lot. I'm going to pass it over to the people who you've been talking to this whole entire time. I hope you're not tired of their voices, but I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Sarah Kimbrough, who is the facilitator. She's actually our lead facilitator at Common Heart. So let's give Sarah a round of applause here.
Hey, thank y'all. Welcome. Good job. I'm so excited. We all made it. We have a big class this time. I'm really excited about that. Last couple of classes were a little slabby, like 2, 3, 5 people graduating. And this time we have 10. That's amazing. That's a great number. So everybody give yourselves a round of applause. I want to talk to y'all individually though, girls. I'm very proud of y'all. Y'all put in a lot of work, a lot. With the Zoom calls, the internet's going down, you know, your kids run across the room screaming and hollering, everybody's trying to eat dinner. It's been very difficult to have it on Zoom, and y'all overcome the obstacle. So I'm very honored and very proud of each and every one of you. Because let's face it, the prerequisites for this class was having to do with going to the food banks, knowing how to, you know, go around the bill collectors to keep calling. Y'all know how to hit that no button on the phone. So that was the prerequisites. We all know how that went. And y'all have grown and come so far and gained so much knowledge and being able to build each and every one of your resources. And we're here to support you. Today is a graduation and we need to celebrate, but don't stop. Start with the staying ahead classes, get involved with Advocates for Change. This is just the beginning. Y'all have so much opportunity ahead of y'all with Common Heart, and we're here for you. We're a family. We care about you as an individual, as a family, and part of this community. Because this community can only get better when each and every one of our community members start to thrive. Now with that, I want to turn it over to Ms. Kenyatta, our assistant co-facilitator. Who's stepping up, y'all? She's going to be a facilitator for the next class soon.
Y'all know I'm like a person of few words to get me going, or unless you get in a breakout room with me and then we end up going over time and Sarah has to kick us out. I just want to say, coming into this co-facilitator role, I did not know what to expect. Just coming out of the class myself before you guys started, but I am completely amazed at all the things that all of us have overcome and all the things that I've learned just from all of you. I've learned so much about not just you individually, but I've got to walk alongside of you culturally or in, you know, struggles or any of those things and joys and triumphs. So I'm just proud that you guys got through this. We all got through this, and we had a couple of injuries. We had some COVID, you know, luckily we were still able to push through. Everybody was able to get through. And so, like Sarah said, just continue on. There's so much more. There's so many more resources when it comes to Common Heart that you'll find that will continue to push you forward and move you forward in the right direction. So I just want to say that I'm proud of y'all. I can't wait to see y'all step up to co-facilitate and facilitate, but you guys are in for a treat now that you're graduating to the next step.
One thing, our whole class is so culturally diverse. It has been amazing the things I have learned. I would love to incorporate a lot of that into everybody's lives, not just make it just a Spanish thing or just a Black thing. You know, we're one race, one human race. You know, everybody needs to pitch in and help and talk and communicate. So I'd like to introduce one of our graduates this time, Miss Ruth. She had a few words to say about this class.
thought you were gonna write my speech.
Oh, I forgot about that. My bad. Just put a little salsa on it and keep going.
Hi, everyone. Thank y'all. I just want to say thank you for this opportunity for Common Heart. When I got enrolled, I was sharing with Sandy, if I'm not mistaken, this week. When I got enrolled, I didn't know what I was going into. I dragged my daughter-in-law with me, and I said, "Hey, let's do this class, so I won't feel, alone." And I never thought that I was going to discover a lot of things that were going on internally, personally. This class has showed me how to manage better my time. I don't know if y'all remember that task where we had to write down every single thing we had to do. Oh my goodness. That really blew my mind off, because sometimes we invest time or minutes, seconds in things that are not worth it. Another thing that really got into me was the real meaning of poverty. Sometimes as human beings, we think just because we see a family that is, that they're having lack of economy or money or lack of work, we see them and we disguise them and we say, oh, we start judging them. We start pointing out fingers, but we don't know the real meaning of it. Real meaning of poverty doesn't necessarily need to do with money. And that's something that really got into my head, learning and walking through this 17 weeks. Everything starts with education, principles, investing in your time and your family and your kids. And the third thing that really impacted my life was the two out of the 4 stories that we had to read. One of them was the very successful family that the child went through and they lost everything and then he recovered. But the very sad one was where the girl was kicked out and was living in foster parents, foster kids home, and they didn't know how to get up and do things. And then she ended up having kids. She started doing drugs. She came a long way, but then she became somebody. And that really motivates me and places me into that pattern where sometimes we go and struggle through our life and we think there's no hope, there's no doors. We become single parents at an early age and we give up. We don't continue education. We don't continue doing things that we're supposed to be doing in life to better our kids' life. And this girl ended up doing the right thing. So I saw myself in that situation. I once was a single parent. I once made a big mistake and thought that doors were going to be closed forever. But hey, I'm here, mother of 5 boys, grandma of 3 kids. I'm only 45, and guess what? I'm graduating today from Getting Hard, Getting Ahead. And guess what? I'm graduating tomorrow for my high school equivalent. And thank you, Common Heart. Thank you to the community and thanks to my family for all the support. And I think we're a big family now, like Sarah said. There's no borders in here. There's no black, white, American, Hispanics. We're just a big family with a big heart. Common Heart. Thank y'all.
I believe we are ready to present our graduates, correct? No, that's it. You want to say something? Come on, Joanna. No? Oh, now she's going to be bashful. She taught in class, everybody. I want y'all to know that. We did have a couple motor mouths.
Do we have any graduates?
Does anybody else want to say anything? I want to say a few words?
That was an amazing speech. Thank you for sharing your story and sharing your heart with us. That means a lot. Thank you. I'm just gonna put this out there one more time. If anyone would like to feel the unction to come up and speak about their getting ahead experience, going once, going twice.
I know I'm start dancing.
All right.
Y'all know how I do.
Because sometimes, you know, I like to volunteer people, but I'm not gonna do that today. Y'all stay today. But now is the time we're gonna go ahead and go forward with giving out the certificates. So when you come up, just come up on this way, and then you'll get your certificate from Sarah and Kenyatta. You should have music. I don't have the music. You gotta imagine it, okay? Kenyatta says she can sing. Have y'all heard her sing? Y'all want to hear her sing? Can she sing or can she sing? There's a difference.
Neither. I just know songs.
Oh, okay.
Just burst out with random songs. That's what
She
they're
got the
used to.
rhythm. She got the rhythm,
That's
right?
what they're used to, just random songs.
Gotcha. All right. So, without further ado, the first person we're going to call up is Carlene Imbro. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hold on, you gotta stay there.
One moment.
Can I get an official picture taker?
Official picture taker.
I got you on video, but I don't have you on picture.
Hold that pose just a little bit longer. Act like you love each other. Congratulations, Miss Carla. Everybody give her a round of applause. The next person we have is Christina Cruz. Congratulations, Christina.
You did it, honey. You made it.
Congratulations. Everybody give Miss Christina a round of applause. Next person we have is Miss Daisy Flores. Daisy.
Photo op.
Miss Camera Lady.
All right, thank you.
All righty, everyone give a round of applause for Miss Daisy. The next graduate we have is Miss Ebony Smith. Ebony, a round of applause. Congratulations, Ebony.
Which way we going?
Straight down.
Straight there.
You got her. There we go. Now we go.
Congratulations. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Ebony. I love the luau theme that we have going on here, in case anyone's wondering why everyone has the ladies on and everything. That's the theme for today. Now, the next person we have is Miss Johanna Delgado. Give a round of applause. give a round of applause for Ms. Sarah. Here is Ms. Yolanda Smith. Give a round of applause for Ms. Yolanda. And Lavonda will actually be one of our co-facilitators as well in July. Give a round of applause for Lavonda. All righty, and the next person we have is Miss Rose Snyder. Give a round of applause for Miss Rose. Congratulations. Congratulations. Give a round of applause to Ms. Rose. Congratulations. The next person we have, you heard from her, Ms. Ruth Perez. And the co-facilitator in our next class.
You get one? Where? Okay. Got it?
Hey, let's give a round of applause to Ms. Rose.
I got candy.
And now, last but not least, we have Miss Sarah Milford. Yay! Congratulations, Sarah. Let's give Miss Sarah a round of applause. We have one person that wasn't able to make it tonight, and that's Miss Katrina Fitzpatrick. So if we can give her a round of applause. Now let's give all of our graduates a round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you guys. They went through all of this and they made it. Congratulations. So next thing that we have yeah. So what we do have, just as a aside, these are all the gifts for the graduates here. So make sure you grab a basket. These are gifts from the community. The community, we put out a call and the community stepped up. You know, so we were able to get baskets for everyone that has a lot of different supplies and different things like that in there. So that's for you, for completing getting ahead.
Open more, and what this over here?
Take.
Oh, we also have these. These lovely cake. There's something like that. You can make a cake.
Birthday
cake. Cake set. So that's something for you as well. It's in that box over there, but we'll probably bring it up here just so that you'll be in one spot. So what I want to do now, I want to bring up our executive director, the executive director of Common Heart. He has a few words for us. And I'm going to bring him up, Mr. Keith Adams. Let's give him a round.
First off, we need to know something very important. She lied. She said I have a few words. Anyone who knows me knows I do not have a few words. I have lots of words. Especially when I look out over this crew with these folks here, there are a lot of things to be said. You guys are awesome. You guys have done an amazing thing. This is hard work. The hard work that we have to go through in order to just deal with life. And then on top of that, and the amazing problem solving you do on a regular basis. And then on top of that, you come out on Zoom with all the technology problems that you had, because I know you had some, right? Tell me the truth. Did you have problems every now and then? But you guys are problem solvers. And as problem solvers, you are amazing folks. And I'm so excited to be able to be here with you and celebrate this with you today, because that's the point. You guys, you ladies, I should say, here I'm talking like, some northerner, you guys here, whatever. You ladies, you friends, you neighbors, you have done amazing things, and I'm excited about it. I want to also point out a couple folks before we get going a little bit further at the amazing folks who put together today's event. I know some of you, all the graduates have been involved, but we have a social committee that's part of Advocates for Change, yes? Now I want to have our social committee stand up real quick. Take a look back here. Come on. Hey, you got to do it. Get up. Please, and here's our social committee from Advocates for Change. They did a great job with a lot of help, not just by themselves, but a lot of help, and they got some good stuff going on. And then thank you, you guys did a great job. Good job clapping, by the way. You guys are awesome. But then we also had some amazing meal. And she's also a graduate of our Getting Ahead program, and she's hiding right now. She's hiding because she's so embarrassed. But there's no reason to be embarrassed by what she did, isn't there? We need to take a stand up and a bow. Take a look at her. Tell Sharon, thank you so much for taking it. And Sharon over here, she graduated a couple times ago in our first Zoom class. Well, it actually started with a what was that? What kind of a virus was that? It was a E. coli stopped us, and E. coli couldn't stop us. We got going again, and then we had a tornado, and that couldn't stop us either. And then we had COVID, and that couldn't stop Sharon, I should say, because Sharon then came back, and 2 folks graduated out of that class to take care of that, and so she's going to be co-facilitating in the next group as well. So I want to thank you so much. And, you guys did an awesome job. We all deserve applause. Go ahead, give you all a round of applause again. All you guys did amazing stuff. Cool, very cool. Now, this Getting Ahead class that you guys been through, this Getting Ahead experience brought you together. Is that right? You guys know each other better than you know anyone else right now, right? You're there with each other. You're supportive for each other. There's a group of folks also that have been through this experience, and they're joined by some other folks in the community. And right now we're calling these folks Advocates for Change. And this is a group of supportive folks that gather together, and we just help and encourage each other in building resources, taking down barriers, and then also getting engaged in our community. Now, if you look at take a look, every one of you guys, take a look at your diploma, right? It says that, somebody's going to have to show me one. Where is it? I got to make sure I know what it says here. Yes, it does. It says, this one says Daisy Flores has successfully completed Getting Ahead and henceforth shall be recognized as a leader for change. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One of the key things to realize is that we are leaders. Folks may put us down because we don't have the experience of all that stuff, right? They may look down at what we have to say. It's not true. You folks have a voice. And if one thing you learn from this is that together you have an even greater voice, and you can encourage each other and be a part of something that is bigger than yourself, right? Well, I want to encourage you to be a part of that. And what we do here in this next steps that you're going to get ushering into is a combination of things. We have 2 pathways that we have after this. We want to encourage you to do this. Okay? One is to be that leader of change and be part of Advocates for Change. Part of the opportunities that go with that are things like being involved in advocating and finding out what the problems are and telling folks know what it is, having your voice be heard. And I was just at a meeting today. Was that right? Right? We're at a meeting today when we were talking about what the issues are in Union County. We talked about it. You know who knows what the real issues are in Union County? You guys do. Because no matter how good it is, it trickles down to not all that much sometimes, right? It can be really good for some folks, but not so good for other folks as it trickles down. Your voice needs to be heard. And not just because I say it in a meeting, but you can be a part of Thrive Union, for instance. We meet on a regular basis, and you can have your voice be heard there with folks that are making changes in our community, that are trying to encourage change and growth in our community through Thrive Union. You can be part of one of our, as a facilitator or co-facilitator. I'm gonna tell you, my friend Barbara and I were the first co-facilitators. We follow with Corey. There's 3 of us. We don't facilitate anymore. It's being done by groups and individuals just like yourself who've been through the experience, knows what it's like, and helps people walk through the same path. Because that's how we grow together, is when we're doing that. Not for somebody coming from the outside telling us what to do, right? But learning ourselves and growing ourselves. And so I encourage you, that's another possibility. Coming up in September, we're going to be taking a crew of folks to San Antonio, Texas. Okay. Well, we're going to go to San Antonio, Texas for a conference called Addressing the Challenges of Poverty. And our goal is to take along with us 4 folks who've gone through this program, to join with us and have your voice heard on a national basis. So those are possibilities. Those are things that come up. On top of that, there are opportunities just to support each other. Another pathway besides that advocating for change path is a pathway that we're going to call building resources and just focusing on that. So to that end, all of you guys here now, I don't know if you've taken up on or heard much about it, but Common Heart is paying for professional coaches to spend 6 months working with you to implement those goals that you have put into place. We want you to take advantage of that. Take advantage of the opportunity to work with a coach and put those things into place so that we have stability so that you can build the growth that you need. You can do it without a coach. We all can. But it's just so much easier if someone comes alongside of you and walks with you, isn't it? It kind of helps you think through thought processes. So you'll be hearing more about that. You know, also another thing that's coming up, and I think Sandy has this thing coming up sometime at the end of June or early in July. We have a program we call the Emergency Savings Incentive Program. What a mouthful. Who came up with that? We call it ESIP. But what it is you get yourself 35 points on a scale that we have, and we're going to give you $500 for an emergency savings account, put it in a bank account with your name on it, so that you can start to build that sense of stability and encouragement as you accomplish your goals. So you accomplish goals towards your future story, and the part of that future story is a $500 check in your bank account, so that you have something to fall back on and not have to, have setbacks that cause major problems sometimes. Just a tire going out of your vehicles will cost you $100 at least, right? All right. And so, and then we have coming up very quickly, we start having some courses coming up. The first one I think is Money and Me. And Money and Me isn't one of those fancy financial literacy programs that tell you how to invest your money, improve your credit, buy a house, put ahead for retirement. It deals with what it's like right now and how to stabilize us right now financially so that we can then begin to go towards the future. It's a little different because a lot of those other ones are, they assume you have money to burn or to spend. All we have is money to spend, and it goes pretty quick, doesn't it? It's hard to manage money if money is only to spend, right? Isn't that one of those hidden rules? In poverty, money is there to be spent. But we want to get to the place where we can use those hidden rules of middle class to achieve. And that's where we're going to step that up slow by slow, okay? And then we're going to help with that. So these are opportunities. And there'll be more classes and more opportunities to build those resources as we go. And we'll connect you with other folks. So I encourage you to stay on board and take this step that you've done and be that leader for change for your community. Be that leader for change for your family. Be that leader of change for your own life so that we can step up to everything that God has for us, right? Because that's a key thing. You know, right? There's something out there for you. It's not just a dream. It's something that you have been made for. And it's just a matter of discovering that and achieving that. And it's within all of our reach. Okay? So have hope and let's press forward, all right? So I want to thank you and I want to welcome you guys to this opportunity to grow even further and to go even further with the things you've already accomplished. You guys have a lot of knowledge. You have more knowledge than most of the folks I talk to in institutions, because you know what the problems are and you know some of the ways to solve those problems because you've gone through it. I want to encourage you guys, step up, let's get engaged. Let's get involved. Let's be a part of the solutions in our county and for our own families and see some more prosperity taking place here. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know the deck is stacked against us. But you know what? With a little bit of encouragement, relationships, friendships, social capital, binding and bonding social capital, we can build something better in each individual life. And that's what we're here to do together today. So thank you so much. I'm sorry, like I said, she lied. I don't have a few words. I have made way too many, I know. And I know I'm now beyond my words because I can see it already. You guys are falling asleep on me. No, that was the delicious food, right? And that food was delicious, wasn't it? Thank you. Let me make sure. Dun, 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 dun. I guess I'm the one who closes, huh? I guess I'm the one who closes. So I just want to say thank you all for coming. You know, if you're here and your mom, your dad, your mom, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, whoever it is went through this program, I want you to stand up right now and give your special person a standing ovation for the accomplishment, okay? You got you folks who are in this class, sit down. The rest of you guys, come on, stand up. Give your mom a standing ovation. Come on. Let your mom in. Thank you so much, guys. And I think it literally, oh no, there it is. I cut myself off. That's how bad it is. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Look forward to working with you in the future. Don't forget to come on up and get your stuff. And thank you so much. Now, what are these things over here? These are for people to take pictures in front of. So find your favorite place you want to go. Let's get a group pictures. Let's get a group. Actually, let's go ahead, guys. If you were in this group, let's come on up here. Let's get a group picture. I'm going to say goodbye to our folks over here. So long, folks. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you out there in Facebook and Zoom land. We thank you for witnessing with us this amazing feat of these folks. The hard work they've done has been appreciated by all and by you especially. So I thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day.